Hi everybody, it's Stacy the Redhead. How's everybody doing today? Well, I wanted to come on here really quick and I wanted to talk a little bit about the Scentsy delivery system as far as the wax and the warmers and the bulbs. There's been a little bit of chatter about some issues with the wax not melting correctly and just a few things, and I think it's important sometimes just to revisit these things to make sure that we all understand how it works properly. So with the Scentsy system, you have the warmers. We have mini nightlight warmers. We now have element warmers, and then we have bulb warmers. And each warmers, they have different bulbs, and they are all under a lifetime warranty against manufacturer defects. So if anything goes wrong with your warmer, it's a manufacturer defect. Scentsy will replace it of the equal or lesser value warmer. If the same warmer is available, you'll get the same warmer. But we like to run through a checklist of items to make sure what is going on with your warmer if this happens. It's kind of why I want to do this, because I've had this come up a couple times now. So the reason that it's so important to use your Scentsy wax with your Scentsy warmer is because of the way that it's made up to go together. Our Scentsy warmers warm with the different bulbs that are in it or by the element as to not burn the wax, because burning the wax is what releases those harmful chemicals and stuff in the air. Even if they're not in there per se, it still releases soot and lead and, different things that are not good for us. Our wax is formulated with the high quality paraffin wax that is non-toxic, that is formulated to warm only, which is why I do a lot of times I show you that you can put your finger in it and it's not going to burn you. There's some that warm a little bit warmer than others, just like the warmers do. Some of them you can hold on to and they're just warm, and some are a little bit warmer and you cannot hold them for very long. Does not mean that they burn the wax. It just means that the particular artistic piece that the wax sits in is a little bit warmer to touch. So as far as the wax, it warms only, and that is what gives it the quality to, by warming it, it releases the fragrance only into the air and not any of the harmful chemicals. As I've said before, we don't have any gluten, lead, no nut oils in our wax, no BPAs. Now there's no harmful phthalates. I want to clarify that too, because there is a minute, and I didn't really quite realize this until I was looking through some information. And I want to kind of just paraphrase here what's on this. So Scentsy bars do not contain or release harmful phthalates. I still don't know if I'm saying that right, but you guys know what I'm saying, okay? A small percentage of Scentsy bar fragrances contain extremely low levels of non-harmful diethyl phthalate, which is DEP, commonly used in fragrance to help blend ingredients and to make the fragrance last longer. DEP is thoroughly tested and is consistently regarded as safe for use in fragrance by several government bodies, including the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the European Union Scientific Committee on Consumer Products. Scentsy follows all safety standards, always, regulating the use of DEP set by the International Fragrance Association. So I just wanted to clarify that. Normally, I just say there's no phthalates because there really isn't, but there could be, and depends on the fragrance that is used. So with that being said, okay, there was another question. Why don't we use soy or vegetable wax? Well, we don't because they are not good for a non-wick candle. They just cannot formulate the makeup correctly, not to keep it safe. They work fine for a wicked candle with a wick in there that it burns, but not for a non-wicked candle, which is why we don't. And plus they're non-toxic. I mean, ours is non-toxic, safe for kids and pets. If our kids or our pets were accidentally to ingest our wax, it's not going to hurt them. I mean, we don't suggest that, but if it happens, it's okay. I'm sure I'm going to forget some stuff. So if you guys have any questions, please comment below and I will find out the information if I do not know it, okay? I wanted to show you guys the different bulbs too and why it's so important to use the correct bulb with the correct warmer. We have 4 bulbs with our warmer systems. 4 different bulbs. So we have the Edison bulb. This is a 40-watt bulb. This one is the most rare bulb. It's not used a lot, but when it is used, it's very important to use the correct bulb with it, as it's all in how it warms. We also have the 25-watt bulb. Now, this is the most common bulb in most of the regular size warmers that have light. The 25-watt. Now, these you could buy at the store, but I always suggest getting your bulbs from your Scentsy consultant to make sure you get the right bulb. But these are the most common. There's another one that's common one too. Now this is the 20-watt bulb, and as you can see, this is just a little bit smaller than the 25-watt bulb. This one again is not so common. This one I highly suggest you get through your Scentsy consultant. If your warmer says use a 20-watt bulb, if you're going to try to use a 15-watt bulb, it's not going to warm your wax properly. If you're going to try to use a 25-watt bulb, even though you think, oh, it's a little bit warmer, it's going to work better, it does not. It just doesn't. And it could affect your warmer. So the 20-watt bulb, a little bit smaller, it's probably in maybe a third or less of our warmers, so not too common. And then we have the 15-watt bulb, which is used for our mini and nightlight warmers. And on a very rare occasion, I think we had like our 4th of July, one of the warmers used a 15-watt bulb. We'll use one in one of the bigger ones. So it's always super important to make sure you're using the right bulb with your warmer. If you're not, it's not going to warm your wax properly. Now again, the same reason why you do not want to use any other wax in your Scentsy warmer. The system is designed to work together for the most safest and most fragrant experience. If you use a non-Scentsy wax, you're at risk of voiding your warranty. It will burn your dish and ruin your dish. It's going to release harmful chemicals into the air. So I've had people like, oh, it's affecting my my sensitivity, or my, you know, some people have a lot of sensitivity to certain smells. When they're like, I've used Scentsy before and it never bothered me, and now all of a sudden they're having all these problems when they haven't put it together that, oh, they accidentally maybe used a different wax and it was a non-Scentsy wax. And then it's not melting right. I'm only getting partially that it's melting, or it's getting all chunky, it's burning my dish. That's why, because it's a non-Scentsy wax and it's not going to work properly, and it's going to ruin your warranty and your dish, as I had just said. So don't ever, please, I mean, it happens, but it's why it's so important to use the system together. And that's what's going to give you the most bang for your buck, because you're going to have longevity with your warmer and your wax, and it's going to last longer, and you're going to have a better fragrance experience. So, again, same thing, why you do not want to use Scentsy wax in a non-Scentsy warmer. The wax isn't going to warm the same because those other warmers burn at a different level, a different heat. So that's going to affect the Scentsy wax, because ours is formulated to warm at body temperature, to not heat as a burning type of a heat. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes my words don't come out very well, but you guys know what I mean. So it's super important to not use a non-Scentsy warmer and then put a Scentsy wax in it, because it's not going to work. It just won't. It will not warm correctly, and you're going to be the same thing. Why is this not working? Blah, blah, blah. I spent this on my wax and blah, blah, blah. So super important why the system works together. Now, the exception with this that I do want to say is with our diffusers. And our diffusers are different in the fact that you can use any oils in our diffusers. It's a different type of a delivery system, which for the diffusers, any oils can be used, and it does not void the warranty. So I just want that to be clear on that. Okay, so that should hopefully clear up some of it. Like I said, if you guys have any questions or if I've missed some information, please feel free to ask me. I'm happy to answer any questions or find out any information. I just want to make sure that you guys are getting the most benefit out of your system. If you ever feel like, okay, why something's not working, please feel free to contact me and we'll figure it out and go down the checklist and or send me a picture and I will figure it out for you. So, all right, you guys. I think that's all I got. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you guys next time. I'm going to be placing an order in the next couple days too. So if anybody needs anything, please feel free to hit me up and you'll get free shipping. Okay. Peace and love. Please be kind. Share the love. And until next time, the redhead out. Thank you guys.